always someone on a very magical day that wants to spoil it for the rest of people, isn't there? You know, the sort of person that turns up at the party, sometimes stands without a gift or bottle or whatever you're doing, and basically just makes the whole room freeze. You know, the type of person. And then you kind of think, well, who invited them? And more importantly, if they're so unhappy with themselves, why did they come? So this particular story I wanted to share with you because I can tell you exclusively direct from, of course, you know, the person who I've grown to know quite a lot. And what I find baffling about these particular stories is they are picked up by the mainstream media as fact. This simply is just someone, well, reiterating second-hand gossip. As ever, let me explain. Hi, good morning. Nice to see you. I hope you're well today. Have a wave. Yes, come on. Good morning, one and all. Or if you're going to bed, sleep well. I hope you've had a lovely day. A friend of mine, by the way, he's having a bit of a tough time today. So let's send some love and prayers out to him. He's a bit nervous. We'll just leave it there. Yeah, it's a bit private, but you know what I'm saying. So good thoughts is always a good thing, isn't it? Good thoughts should be the thing today, of course, because as we know, busy day for all concerned, including Her Royal Highness the Princess Royal Princess Anne. But once again, after giving a stellar interview to a Canadian TV channel in which she just endeared herself more and more to so many people over here in the United Kingdom, she had to put up with this stuff and nonsense because according to, I mean, I just find this incredible. This particular gentleman, right, I have met him on numerous occasions, David Emanuel. Claim to fame is, of course, that he was very lucky indeed to be able to design one of the biggest dresses of, well, history, the late and beautiful Princess Diana's wedding dress, alongside his equally talented wife at the time, Elizabeth Manuel. Now, according to David, you know, in the second-hand source, he was told by someone that Princess Anne at the time told Camilla, "You will never be queen," or "You're never queen." Can't quite remember exactly the quote verbatim, but again, very strange. Interesting though, because this has been flatly denied by the Princess Royal, doesn't recall any sort of conversation like that. Neither does, I can point out, Queen Camilla, you know. And what's interesting here is you get all of them now coming out, you know, the ex-servants, if you like, Paul Burrell, basically saying he won't pledge his allegiance to the king because of what he did with Diana. This is a man, of course, who really embroiled Her Majesty the Queen in a last-minute decision to suddenly remember the fact that he'd been gifted certain things. All these people have very murky stories, but of course, in order to keep the money coming in, they have to remain in the limelight. Now, as I've said, I've met Mr. Emanuel and Mr. Burrell on numerous occasions, both very frothy, forthright people. But they know the power of dropping the bombshell, you know? And David Emanuel, for a time at least, was hoping to move into the world of opera. Considers himself something of an opera singer, never heard him myself, but we wish him all the best. But regarding this particular story, Princess Anne and trying to create a fallout with our Queen Camilla, simply non-existent. But then again, if David had put down perhaps his stitching scissors for 5 minutes and done a bit of research, he could have found that out himself. I'll leave it there. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.